Yeah, you're listening to Independent TV 7. On a lighter note, directly or indirectly, I would say Dr. Ubelievable, has accused the Britain of a double standard. And on the headline, as we have here, it says that TINUBU may not have absolute power to release Nnamdi Kanu, although he has the power to influence things, and that is what we have on the stable or on the table. And as it is in a pointed critique, Dr. Obidigo has accused Britain of double standards in his treatment of Nigerian affairs, citing the 1984 protection of Alhaji Umar Diko as a prime example, despite not being a British citizen. Diko, a former Nigerian Minister of Transportation, was shielded by Britain from extradition attempts by the Nigerian government, an act that Dr. Obidigbo argues highlights Britain's inconsistent and biased policy. Britain's protection of Alhaji Umar Diko in 1984, despite his lack of British citizenship, demonstrated their double standards. Dr. Obidigbo stated. He argued that this incident underscores a broader pattern of behavior in which Britain prioritizes its interests over fairness and justice in its dealings with Nigeria. According to The Guardian, Dr. Obidigbo went on to criticize Britain's long-standing approach to Nigeria, accusing the former colonial power of viewing the country merely as a resource for political scheming and economic exploitation. Britain perceives Nigeria as a resource of or for political scheming and economic exploitation. He also claimed, suggesting that these practices are a part of a deliberate strategy to maintain influence and control. Furthermore, Dr. Obidigbo expressed skepticism about Britain's willingness to relinquish its hold on Nigeria. They have no plans to loosen their hold. He asserted, indicating a belief that Britain's actions are driven by a desire to continue benefiting from Nigeria's resources and geopolitical significance. In light of these accusations, Dr. Obidigbo voiced a hopeful message for the future. He called on African youths to recognize and confront these injustices, urging them to reclaim their rights and resources. I hope that African youth will rise against these injustices and reclaim their rights and resources, he declared, encouraging a new generation to take a standard against historical and ongoing exploitation. Now, Tinubu may not have absolute power to release Kanu, although he has the power to influence things. If he has the power, he does not really have the power. It's none of our business. Start from the Igbo to the Yoruba to the Arewa. You say the Igbo, the race at which they are pursuing this release of Nnamdi Kanu, you know that definitely Tinubu would have the power. Even if you say no get power, he could have power by force. If Ohaneze Igbo are coming out, the indigenous people of Biafra have ceased to go to their favorite work every Monday. And if Abaribe, as a senator, representing the constituency in the eastern part of Kodan, is standing up to tell you that he's very, very ready, to pursue the release of Nnamdi Kanu to the last, to the last breath. And I believe he has mobilized so many Igbos, senators, governors, and not even to mention a few. I would say the Igbo speaking state, governors, to appeal for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, so that the killings, the insurgencies, according to the storyline, according to how Nnamdi Kanu has been detained, by the DSS, Department of State Services, they would stop their menace, because if Nnamdi Kanu is not released, some other people are perpetrating evil, and they will claim this, or they will blame it on Nnamdi Kanu, or they will blame it on Nnamdi Kanu's detention, and that is why we need to be very, very careful about this administration, and whatever we say also might be used against any other person. Now, TINUBU is there, facing another charges or facing, chaos, facing riots, because people of Nigeria, they claim the government are trying to build up a protest against him, because his government itself is not even helping matter. Economic meltdown, everything turned upside down, and everybody is trying to survive through their toes, and survive through thick and thin, and trying to survive through hand to mouth, and the survivor is just not even worth it. It's like dying, and that's why Tinubu needs to have the power to start up releasing every detained citizens, either being innocent or otherwise, because his government is bent on impeachment. This way I'm going to draw the curtain now. I'd like you to share your views in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Thanks for listening.